Hello, hello, everybody. It's Annika Laquette here, the host and creator of Navigator 9 podcast. Y'all have someone on with me today. I have Raven Rae. Hey,
Hi, thank you for having me.
girl. Of course. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm alive. I'm happy to be here.
Period.
you know,
Man, okay.
yes.
So you are a singer that I know you of, okay? And I also follow
Yeah.
you on social media as well. But tell
Oh, thank
everyone
you.
about you for those who do not know.
Yeah, so I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, an author, I'm a wellness consultant, I'm a business owner, I'm a mogul in the making, I'm a professional butterfly, all the high vibrational things.
Now that's what I'm talking about. So, as I did say that you are a singer, author, all of that, okay? Like, what motivated you to pursue like all those avenues?
I think just the gifts that God gave me, but also just like when you feel called to do things, it's like that calling is going to keep calling you until you pick up and put the action in. So that's really what it was. It was like, all right, this is what it is. Even when I wrote my book, it was like, oh, right now? Like,
Mm.
are you sure? And then I just finished my second one a couple weeks ago, and it was just like, a calling. Like I just had to do it. I had to answer. So that's really what it was for me.
That's what I'm talking about. And see, I would say when I was trying to find my purpose when I was like in my early 20s, and I'm like, where my
Mhm.
purpose is. And
Mhm.
now I know my purpose is now, but when I can go back, I would say
Yeah.
everything that you have been like feeling in your spirit, like something that you have been called to do that you've been ignoring, that's what your purpose is. So
Yeah.
you just explained it very well. So I completely understand that. I
Yes.
love that. So as you
Mhm.
did say that you do have a book. So the book that I saw was called Butterfly Language. All right, which
Yes.
speaks of a soul searching evolution. How do you
Mhm.
have a personal metamorphosis, and how does it shape into like the way you do your music and write stories?
Well, my second album is called Metamorphosis, and that's really where it all started from, was just like this transformation of me going from being depressed to evolving and growing and glowing into like the young woman who could actually accomplish my dreams and not just say that I'm going to do something, but actually do it, actually see my visions through. So it was really about that for me, just like literally my evolution, my transformation as a young woman. And that's why I call myself a professional butterfly, because everything is like transformational, everything is growth, everything is what is the root, what is the story, what is the essence of who you are, and what does it go back to?
Yeah, I love that. I really do.
Mhm.
So I saw that you have a song, okay? Because I love this song right here, Euphoria. All right, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Euphoria, period. All right, so what made you create that song?
Mm. So Euphoria, it sounds like, stay with me here. It sounds like orange juice to me.
Okay.
Like it's like that sunny, bright morning, good morning, like wake up to who you are type of song. It's just like really feel good, but it stems from pain and letting it go. And it's actually about like feeling like, I don't know if you know about like Erica Badu and her song Bag Lady,
Girl, yes.
where she had like all those bags on and she's like, you gotta put these bags down or you gonna hurt your back.
Right.
That's kind of what Euphoria is about. Like you gotta let that baggage go in order to evolve into the next growth of your unfolding.
Yes. Okay. And you said Erica Badu. I love that. I love Jill Scott as well. Y'all, like, if y'all
Yeah.
don't know, like, she does like neo soul type of songs, okay? And it's like very peaceful. I said, well, like, oh, listen to your songs. I was like, okay, I could listen to her taking a long drive to work. I could listen to
Thank
you
you.
while cleaning up, getting myself together. Okay. I was just listening
Mhm.
to it last night, Euphoria especially, and then
Thank
also the other
you.
songs. And I'm like, yeah, I said, it's some songs. Like, y'all need to get into it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
most definitely. So,
Mhm.
with the ultimate press guide for creative entrepreneurs, you support others in sharing their voices. What is the most challenging part of finding and trusting your own?
That's deep. I think it's literally, you said it, it's trusting yourself. There's so many like levels and layers in trusting yourself, and it really comes from being in alignment with who you are and knowing yourself,
Mhm,
discerning what's good for you, what's not good for you, and really just like the vibe that you're on, the frequency that you're on. Like, where are you vibrating? Are you into the lower, you know, bad emotions, letting people come into your energy and not setting boundaries? Or are you all about the
mhm.
positivity, the growth, like all of that good stuff? It kind of just really, I think, stems from that.
Okay. I like that. I like what you
Yeah.
said. Yeah. Especially stems from, yeah, having your own voice. Because
Mhm.
especially trying to figure out your life and navigate through different
Yeah.
things, it's like it's kind of hard trying to make sure that you stick
Mhm.
to your own voice and trust yourself. So yes,
Yes.
I understand that.
Mhm.
So what does wellness mean to you beyond the buzzword, and how do you embody wellness, not just with your products, such as the mindful merch? Um,
Yeah.
yes. So how do you embody that, like with your everyday life and choices?
Mm. Wellness for me, it starts literally like the first 10 minutes when I wake up in the bed,
Mhm.
like not checking my phone,
Right.
which I'm trying to like do so much better at, but like it makes a difference. But not checking my phone, making sure my morning routine like is so strict. I am chronically ill.
Mhm.
I have a disability, so I have to make sure that everything I do is in alignment with literally how I want my day to unfold. Like, I have to be so conscious about it. So I'm just like making sure my morning routine is in check. I get up, I take my pre workout, I work out, I meditate, I get into my deep work for the day, and then I create my content, and I just like let the day, unfold from there. But it really stems from like my morning routine, how well I think the rest of the day is gonna go.
Yes, I understand that. And you said that you
Mhm.
are chronically ill. Like, can you tell us a little about that?
Yes. Yeah, so I have ulcerative colitis, and it is an invisible illness. So by looking at me, you would never know I'm disabled. You would never know anything is wrong with me. But it's one of those autoimmune diseases where from the inside out, like my body is like fighting itself. My
Mm,
colon is like, it's not happy if I eat too many vegetables, too many fruits, too many this, too many that. It's very like bipolar.
wow.
So I have to be very conscious of what I do, what I eat, what I like, literally to the T. So that's why I'm so strict about wellness, and also just like pouring into other people to be conscious about their own wellness,
Right.
because it can be something that you just kind of put into the back of your mind, put on the back burner, but it's literally the key to like achieving all that you want to achieve.
Yeah. I like how you bring awareness to that because I've heard of that syndrome before and I heard of it, but I never like met anyone who has it. So
Mhm.
you're living it and you also still maintaining your lifestyle, which is a good thing, and not
Yes.
letting your,
Yeah.
this disease like harm you, and not let it like just
Yeah.
wreck your life because anybody could just have this and
Mhm.
be like, I'm done with life. I'm just gonna live this out. No, you're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
your dreams. You make everything happen for yourself. So that is really good. I applaud you for that, girl.
Thank you. Gratitude.
Yes, most definitely. So what does believing in love mean to you in your life now? And how
Mm.
has that definition evolved since 2021 when you released that same name, girl?
I love that question. I think it went from me being in a relationship with myself in a way that was still evolving to me knowing who I am. Love for me, it means so many different things. Like, it's not just romantic, it's not just platonic, it's also self-love, but it's all three as well. So when I wrote that song and that EP, I was in this place of like still figuring myself out. Like, I had just been in therapy for a couple of years, and I was starting to love myself again and get to know myself. And then I was also in a relationship with my high school sweetheart, and we were still, learning each other and all of these love things that you experience. And then now we're married. Now we're in this place of like joy and still figuring things out for who we are as young adults. But it's kind of just a whole new space of like loving myself first and pouring into myself first, and then letting everyone else and everything else I need to do operate from the overflow.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
can take care of people, but you gotta take care of yourself first. I'm like,
Yes.
because if
Yes.
you pouring from an empty cup, you ain't got nothing to pour from.
You can't.
So yes, I
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's watching this right now, just make sure
Yes.
to pour into yourself first before you give love to anybody else. So I agree.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
So what role does creativity play in your healing process, and how does others
Mhm.
harness that from personal growth?
Creativity is everything. Like, it's not just something I do. Like, I'm not just being creative, it's who I am.
Right.
So I've been this way since I was a kid. Like, it's who I've always been. And I always encourage people to like tap into who they were as a child, like connect with their inner child. What does your inner child like to do? What did you do when you were a kid that like lit you up?
Right.
Like, I have this whole art wall that I started last year when I was super sick, and I just filled this white wall with color
Mm,
because when I was a kid, I loved to draw, I loved to paint, and I was like starting to get recognized as a kid for like maybe being an artist, but I chose a different path.
right.
But it was like I've just always loved to create in all of its forms. So it's like whatever that thing is for you, like, did you love music? Did you think you wanted to be a singer, but you let it go? Like, it's never too late to do your dream.
Yes, agreed. And also, like, I seen a video years ago where it's like you go to school when you were a kid and it's like colorful. Everything's so colorful, but then when
Yeah,
you start getting older, they start taking like colors away from you. So you went
yeah,
starting through like what middle school, things start getting colorful. But when you get to high school, you don't see a lot of color. The only color you probably see is like
hmm,
in art class. And then
right,
you get to college, if you go to college, things are bland. You gotta make your own color. And then you get to the workforce,
yeah,
there's no color. So it's like you thinking back to when you was a kid, even when you were sick, you like, I need color. I need fun in my life. I
hmm,
need some enjoyment. So I love that you remember
yes,
back when you was a kid. So I completely
yeah.
understand that. So this one is not on my card, but I do want to ask you this. So, looking back at the start of your journey and forward into your legacy, what message would you like to give the version of you who hasn't been discovered in the discovered in the butterfly language?
Mm, I think I would always, well, I think what I would say would be, no matter what you go through, keep going, shine your light, because there's people who need to hear from you. And for other people, I would say the same thing. Like, we're all going through things. Some people are very depressed, people are hurting, people are anxious, people are sad, people are lost, and they're not able to completely see that light that was once there when they were a kid.
Yeah,
And that's why it's important to connect with your inner child, because it allows you to take off like those blinders and truly see like who you are and what gifts you have beyond your 9 to 5,
mm,
beyond your family, beyond your friends. Like,
yeah,
who are you and what do you want to do with the time you have here?
yeah. I agree with that as well. And also, do you have like any projects you're working on that you'd like to share today?
I do have some new music coming out later in August. Yes, it's a collaboration. I can't say with who yet, but it's a big project that I'm blessed to be a part of, and I'm just like I said, I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Okay, now come on now. And
Yeah.
lastly, give yourself a shout out to people that can follow you all of us.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Raven Rae Official. I am on YouTube at Raven Rae Sings, and TikTok is Raven Rae Official. Everything really is Raven Rae Official.
Come on them now. See, y'all, that is a part of the brand. Stick to the brand, okay? I'm telling people this time and time again. Have the same name for everything so people can just look you up and they have everything accessible to them. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to thank you so much for coming on Navigator 9 podcast today.
Thank you so much, Annika. It was fun.
You're welcome. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave a nine. I'm your host, Annika Laquette, and you just listened to Navigator 9 podcast with Raven Rae. Bye.